Hi there, blessings and welcome air signs to your Jupiter and Uranus conjunction reading. On 4/19, I pulled some cards for the overall collective energy and talked about what this Jupiter and Uranus transit is all about, why it is so important, how it is affecting our lives for the next 14 years. So I invite you to check out that video as I dive into the what this is about and why it's important, as well as bring in an overall collective blessing. In addition to the overall collective blessing, I also pulled some cards from the Reiki deck, bringing in a blessing for each elemental. And you, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, got discipline. Okay? So we're going to start today, and we're going to look deeper into each sign of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and see how this discipline is showing up for you in your life as you are finding this reading, trusting whenever this message finds you is exactly divinely aligned and meant for you, because we are going to be in this energy for the next 14 years. Now, I am recording this within this conjunction on this 4/20 date, and so I'm harnessing and pulling in all of this energy for you to receive this blessing. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everyone who is returning. I deeply appreciate your continued presence and support. If you are new, welcome. I am Lady Drasmin. This is Dragon Oracle, and I am so glad that you decided to click on today's video and my messages resonate with you. I invite you to hit that like, share, subscribe button so that you stay connected for my future readings, and it helps kickstart that algorithm and spread my messages to others who are aligned to receive what I have to offer. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so air signs, discipline. All right, so let's start with 3 breaths. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, letting go what came a moment ago, what comes next. Inhale through the nose, sweeten, soften. Exhale through the mouth slowly. One more sweet inhale to fully anchor into the body, into this present moment. And as you exhale, fully here, fully present, fully ready to receive, simply say yes, and continue taking these sweet, soft breaths as I anchor this code of discipline, awaken it within your consciousness, amplify it, and anchor it into your conscious state of being. Igniana shit in the hack sound to Shunimeka ona mahai. Inako to Shunu to Tunaharo Shunu to Tunahak sound Shuno. Igniana Nahara sound to Shunu to Tunahakirana Shana. Amanaha is Satanaha Oto Shinimaka in a Hara Shon to Nora Halak sheet in Hadara Shanta de la Hayok Sunt. Deep breath, inhale. Please allow up to 48 hours to fully integrate this reactivation within your physical body. Allow yourself to rest and purge as the body guides and needs. Sealing this in through every cell, every fiber, every organ of your being, through all timelines, lineages, states, and dimensions of being, forward, backward, above, below, within, and all around. Blessings to one and all, harm to no one, so mote it be, and so it is done. Aho. Beautiful. Okay, so air signs. I'm not going to put this here because it's going to block the reading. How about right here? Yeah, that works. These are the cards that I pulled for the other elements. I am reading for your sun signs, and if you decide to see this reading for your other placements in your chart, please apply accordingly. All right, darlings? All right, so let's start with Gemini. I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Vice Versa Tarot. I'm going to pull 1 card representing the Uranus energy, 1 card representing the Jupiter energy, and 1 card representing their union energy. And then we'll pull clarifiers if we need it, all right? Oh my goodness, look at that. Okay, so let's see. For the signs of Gemini, this is what's going to happen. Okay, so pulling on the Jupiter energy. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. Okay, and pulling on the Uranus energy. 8 of Pentacles. And their union energy, how they're coming together for you. Okay, we get the Hermit. So Gemini, you know, first of all, I'm noticing that for all of these cards, there is a solitary figure. Okay, do you see that? A person here, 1 person here, and an old man in the center. And your card is discipline. The Hermit is about introspection, okay? Now, the way these cards came out, the 3 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles, is about doing the work alone, okay? Like, I like this deck because it shows you different facets of the cards, and it shows an inner world and an outer world. So I'm getting like, this Jupiter and Uranus transit is really going to highlight your inner workings, like how you are devoted within yourself and how you put in that effort in the tangible reality to bring your thoughts and ideas fully online. And the union energy is that introspection. So as you go about, you know, cultivating your passion projects, cultivating your routines, cultivating your disciplines, putting in the effort towards your healing and empowerment journey, putting in the effort towards building wealth in the physical world, putting in the energy and effort into making your dreams come true. It's, you know, the more you put in effort, you know, 8 of Pentacles is about showing up and being consistent, right? Which is beautiful. We want that. That's the Uranus energy. Uranus energy is bringing in consistent stability, progress, consistency and progress, which is a fantastic energy. And the Jupiter transit is going to show you where you are doing things alone and you could not be in that position. Like, this introspection as the union energy is saying to me that you're going to be coming into these deeper realizations of where you've been doing life alone and you don't really need to. Like, discipline is not necessarily a solitary journey. Discipline also includes how we cultivate relationships in our external world. Like, are we disciplined? Are we consistent? Another word for discipline is consistency. So you're being invited to look at where you are still being in this Hermit energy, even though you have so much wisdom to share. Like the hermit, interestingly enough, is showing as the outer. So you're being asked to share your knowledge and wisdom and not do whatever it is that you're doing alone. You're being asked to tap into your wisdom as a master of whatever it is that you're choosing to cultivate and pour energy into. And this isn't something new, okay? This is not like, oh, I just woke up one day and I thought about this. You know, Eight of Pentacles is saying, I've been doing this for a good, long, hot minute. I've been working on my dreams. I've been working on building a home. I've been working on, you know, building a life. But you've been doing it alone, even though you're this really wise being who has a lot of wisdom to share. You know, even if that wisdom is just your own development, okay, even if you don't have something in the external world, that doesn't make you less, okay? You're just on a different timeline. You're just on a different you're just on your own little island, is what I'm saying. It's like Gemini is on this island, you know, like this is the visual I'm getting, like Gemini is on this island building their own little house, and then ships are passing by, and like, you know, little rafts and boats are coming by, even animals are coming by, you know, the monkeys are coming by bringing bananas, people are coming by docking on shore, like they're there for a night or two, and they're like, hey Gemini, what are you doing? You know, I want to help, like, can I hold that beam up for you while you pour that concrete? Or, you know, hey, can I you know, edit that, can I proofread that chapter of your book because it sounds really cool what you're writing? And you're like, no. Like, help and people and opportunities for you to not do life alone continue to come to you, and you're like, no. Monkey is coming to you with banana, you're like, no, I don't need to eat, I don't need help, I can do this alone. And it's making you feel very old and isolated and cut off from the world. It's perpetuating the cycle of not belonging. It is feeding this illusion that you don't belong in this world, that what you have to offer is not enough. But if you start sharing that, and this is what the hermit is saying, like shining the light towards other. What is the light? The light is within. So the more you shine this light for others by just talking about what you've been working on building with discernment, right? Don't share what your passions and your joys and, you know, what you've been devoting yourself to with people who are gonna, you know, laugh at it or not encourage you, or, you know, just not be nice about it. Like, no, don't. I'm not saying share with those people. I'm saying, like, can you open your eyes? Like, you're being asked, okay, you're being asked to turn that lamp, okay, to see how much is being attracted to you, because you are glowing so brightly. Like, you have been so in your inner world, like this hoodie that I'm wearing, you've just been like this, like grinding, just like fucking back is hunched, you got back problems, your foot's asleep, you haven't, you know, drank water in like 4 hours, which isn't good for you. You're just like chiseling away at whatever it is you're doing in your life, and like people are coming over and like appreciating you and encouraging you. You got cheerleaders. I hear your spirit guides like hooting and hollering for you and saying, go Gemini, go. And you're just like this guy, okay, just like so focused on the task that you don't even notice that there's all of this support available around you. And so this Jupiter and Uranus transit, you know, with the discipline card here, is saying, do not be afraid of losing your discipline by including others. What it's going to do is highlight how strong you have become in certain areas of life. And it will also shatter any illusions about where you are still, you know, fucking around and not as focused and aligned as you perceive yourself to be. But every single Gemini that I've ever met, and I have a Gemini mother, a double Gemini mother, are like extremely hardworking, like to the point where I gotta like tear this woman by her hair. I never actually did this, you know, this is a metaphor. I would never treat my mother this way, but like you literally gotta pull them away from their task, be like, sit the fuck down and eat a sandwich, okay? Like, it's been 6 hours, you need to eat. Like, I can feel you're hangry and I'm not even empathic, right? So it's like you're being asked to realize that you are the hermit, okay? Realize you're the hermit, and what that means is you are wisdom. your experiences, your devotion to yourself and your passion projects and your dreams up until this point have made you this old wise man. And this doesn't mean that you have to be male-bodied or that you have to be old. It's simply talking about the energy of wisdom. Okay, you have enough, you have created enough muscle of discipline within you to now expand that. And yes, it is going to test your growing edges. It is absolutely going to test your boundaries. I mean, you cannot have relationships with others without your boundaries and your growing edges being pushed upon. That's just part of relating, but we grow only through the mirror of relating, because we are not designed to be alone in the human experience. And so you're being asked, Gemini, through this Jupiter and Uranus transit, you've been in this 3 of just like mind, heart, body, mind, heart, body. What are my top 3 priorities of the day? How do I nurture mind, heart, body? And you're just like carrying 1 brick across the fucking yard, and you get 1 brick done, and you're just like feeling so accomplished. But there's a number 3 here. So can you imagine if you invited 2 friends or even 1 more friend? Now you get the help of a friend to carry 2 bricks across the yard. So you get twice as much done in a day, or even thrice as much done in a day, because you are delegating, because you're asking for help, right? Like you have been building all these pentacles. You've been building and stabilizing and structuring and focusing on yourself. And now you're being asked to get out of the rut, because 8 can symbolize flow and abundance, but its shadow is stagnation and stubbornness. So you're being asked to really look at where you are truly in flow and alignment, and where you are stagnant and stubborn, and you could be doing so much more with your time if you allow yourself to receive the support and the help and the love and the validation of your friends and family and your community around you. Okay, Gemini? So that is the reading I have for you, and that is ultimately what's going to help further strengthen this inner discipline to stay committed to what is true for you, right? Like I'm getting that for many of you Geminis tapping into this energy. Up until now, you've in the past you may have had experiences where you attempted to, co-create with another person, whether it was a relationship or a passion project or even like share a house. And it just didn't work, okay? Like even with all your best well-meaning intentions, like shit just didn't fucking work, okay? It's because you weren't grounded and rooted within yourself. But that is the past. This is the here meow. This is the now moment. And in this now moment, you are being shown, confirmed by tarot, you are being illuminated, and you already have this inner knowing of like, wow, I've put in X amount of time. I have developed my own confidence. I have developed my own sense of autonomy. I am much clearer now on what is and is not in alignment and best for me, my passion projects, my dreams. Like, yes, it's really good and great to get the insight of other people, to get constructive criticism, to get, positive feedback, to receive kind, revisions of our projects or practices of the relationships that we choose to cultivate. But ultimately at the end of the day, you are sovereign and at free will, and you get to pick and choose what of everything outside of you take in as your own personal truth, what critique and feedback and direction you choose to take on as your own. And those are your choices. Okay, you chose to accept that, but you don't have to, right? And perhaps in the past you did make choices that didn't have favorable outcomes, and that created scar tissue. But scar tissue, if you don't stretch it, okay, it becomes hard. It becomes a shell. It becomes like an armadillo shell, and then you start clenching and holding on. And so you're being asked to like let your light radiate. Do not cling to the old stories of the past. Recognize that you are wiser for those experiences, that you would not have the understanding, the inner standing that you have now if you hadn't gone through those experiences. So It's time to move forward. It's time to continue expanding and growing and stop staying in that rut of the 8 of just doing the same thing again and again and again, going in the fucking hamster wheel, okay? It's time to break things up. It's time to invite new energies into your life. It's time to invite back certain people in your life that you cut off because you knew that in the moment you were not able to handle whatever was going on with said other person or project or idea. Now is the time, okay, through this Jupiter-Uranus transit, to rewrite the story from a place of wisdom, which is integrated, embodied awareness of self. Okay, Gemini, that is your reading. All right, now let's look at Libra. Hello, Libra. Libra. I don't know why I just did that. I'm gonna drink some tea to calm down. Okay, all right, Libra. Star at the top of the deck. We'll see if that comes out for you again. How is the Jupiter transit showing up for you? How is Jupiter showing up in your life? Okay. We get the Knight of Wands, ready to go into life. So on an outer journey. And how is Uranus showing up? Ace of Pentacles. So we got the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So intuitively led into a brand new opportunity, a new chapter, a new cycle, a new season of your life. Now let's see how these come together to support discipline. Nine of Wands. Okay. Yeah, the message is very clear. Okay. So, Nine of Wands on the inner talks about a person doing life alone. Like you've had to defend and protect and fight for what you've created and you've worked really hard. But then you reach this point of 9 where you look at everything that you have fought so hard for and it's not really as fruitful as you perceived it to be. But then Jupiter comes in as the Knight of Wands, okay, with like a flash of insight, a dream, a synchronicity, a random conversation with a stranger, a fucking commercial on the radio, like some kind of insight comes in simultaneously with this opportunity, okay, that involves other people, okay, because there's people over here, and that's going to finally bring an end to the cycle of the Nine of Wands. Okay, it's like you've been on this journey, but it's not, you just like have this sudden moment one day where it's like, yeah, I've put in all this work and all I got is a bunch of fucking sticks for it. Like, where are my fruit? Where's my berries? Where's my book? Where's my music album? Where's my relationship? Where's my dream house? Okay, I've been working and busting my ass off and I'm still not there. Okay, it's because you've been doing it alone. And we're not meant to be in this human experience alone, okay? Your sense of discipline has created and perpetuated isolation and segregation. And perhaps when that started, it was important to do so, but I'm getting the sense for you, Libra, that there a point, like I'm getting this message, like a point was reached in your journey where this self-protective measures, which was essential at the onset, now became a crutch and a wall and a barrier from goodness coming through. Okay, so you are being presented now with an opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles, with these two people in the foreground. Okay, you are being shown that it's time to start something new. And that's not to say, you know, throw the baby out with the bathwater. That's not to say just toss and, you know, discard everything that you've done. It means to look at what you have done, what you have created, and is there, And I'm sure there is something that you can take forward and apply into this new beginning. And if there's not, it's okay, because nothing is a waste. You learned something, you grew from it, you developed character from it, you cultivated discipline by being so focused on whatever it was that you were protecting, that you created a sense of discipline, but it was a little bit of a distorted sense of discipline, because the discipline that you were cultivating was in the sense of self-preservation. Okay, not actually discipline towards sustainable thriving, long-term sustainable thriving. And so now you are being given this opportunity to begin again. You're being given this intuitive nudge from your higher self, from God, Goddess, Source, Life, Consciousness, insert what you believe in as the higher power here. You're being given this nudge to go forward, to just carry the one stick, okay? Carry the one stick, ignited with the fire of your passion, okay? That's what the Jupiter energy is bringing in. It's like reigniting your passion to move on, to move forward, to put down the burdens, to to let go, to soften the defenses, to, you know, put your cloak on and say, you know, I'm not going to be a victim. I'm not going to sit here in this mindset of I'm all alone, woe is me. I'm going to journey on from this, and I'm going to ignite my own passions. I'm going to receive this ignition, rather, because that energy has already been ignited for you as you're receiving this reading. I'm going to tap into this fire that I feel, and instead of being defensive, I'm going to go forward into life. I'm going to see this new opportunity, and I recognize that there are people in my life that I can absolutely trust, that I can absolutely count on, who are going to be there supporting me and cheering me along the way. It is safe now. It is safe now for me to journey forward in life and bring to life something that really lights me up. You know, this could be a new relationship. This could even be a new job opportunity. This could be a move, okay? I'm also getting, for some of you, you know, this could be an unexpected blessing that comes in from the divine that restores your hope, okay? It's like Libra. I'm getting that for many of you, you've kind of become really weary, battle weary, okay? Like the Nine of Wands is an energy of just like, almost like defeated, like fuck, I've just like fought so hard, but I'm still standing. And I find it interesting that we got, oh crap, I gotta plug in this computer, hold on. Did it plug in? Yes, I plugged it in time. Yes, go me. Okay. And I was going to say, I find it interesting that you got the Nine of Wands, not the Ten of Wands. Nine of Wands is someone who's exhausted and battle weary and yet still standing. Ten of Wands is like, I'm fucking done. Put a fork in me, throw me in a bath, roll me up into a blankie like a burrito, and toss me into a warm bed. Okay, Ten of Swords is like absolutely defeated, fucking done, need a hiatus from life, need a sabbatical, cannot function anymore, like the fucking Sim. You know, I don't know if y'all ever played The Sims, but you know how when in the Sim game, the character like hasn't been fed or slept or whatever, and like their battery meter goes low, and then they like poo themselves and pass out in their pee puddle. Like that's I know it sounds kind of gross. For those of you who've never played The Sims, I know it's like a really silly game. I played, you know, over a decade ago in my late teens, early 20s. I had a partner at that time who bought me a DS and like all the Sim games, and I thought it was amazing, and it really helped like visualize and, you know, pass the time, you know, youth activities. Anyway, but that's what I visualize anytime I see the Ten of Swords cards, is I see that Sim having a tantrum. No. And then they pee themselves and pass out in their pee. And then you have to wait until they recharge, and most of those games are real time, in order to like clean them up. And when they wake up, they're like reeking, and you have the little symbols. Anyway, I don't know why I went off on that tangent. Maybe the Sims game is like important to you, and that's a sign, so take it as you will. But we didn't get the Ten of Swords, okay? Because you are still standing. You're still standing, okay? So God, Goddess, the universe wants to acknowledge, like, we see you and we know you're tired. We see you and we know you're tired. You've been doing this for a good hot minute and you're tired, and we see you. And now Jupiter is coming in to reignite your passion. Okay, Uranus, the inner rebellion, is coming in to bring to the conscious, to bring to the surface this passion of yours that's really going to ignite and start a new chapter in your life that isn't going to make you feel like this, okay? So if you're worried and concerned about this cycle repeating, do some cord cutting, do some cleansing ceremonies, okay? Connect with a shamanic guide such as myself or someone else who offers similar offerings. Put on some tones. There's lots of tones. I love listening to those tones. They really help. And there is power in getting an individualized session, right? So allow yourself to receive this reignition of your hope, okay? Recognize that you have the stamina and the strength and the tenacity to start over. And you're starting over with the wisdom of these past experiences. You're starting over with support this time. These friends and allies who are there. They're there in the background, but they're very visible, right? They're there for you, ready to cheer you on, okay? So lean on your trustees. Lean on those that love and empower and support you. Go on this new journey, okay? It's time to start a new cycle in your life, and let the past be in the past, and don't think about it. Honor it, bless it, bury it, move on, okay? Libra, that is the message I have for you. And you have that discipline already to go on this new journey in your life, to start this new cycle and this new chapter. So bless. It's time to rise and grow, honey. Okay, now let's look at Aquarius. What's going on, Aquarius? Okay, for my lovely Aquarians, how is the Jupiter energy showing up? And how is the Uranus energy showing up? Okay, Jupiter energy, 9 of Swords on the inner. Uranus energy, 4 of Wands on the inner, and the joining energy, 6 of Pentacles on the inner. Okay, Aquarius. Okay, this transit, this transit is highlighting your mind, okay? 9 of Swords talks about, and this is on, So 9 of Swords is talking about the belief systems, the patterns, the loops, the cycles, the habits, the routines, all of that which you feed your mental energy, which ultimately feeds everything else, because what we think and believe, we attract and become. And this Jupiter transit is showing you how your mind, you have allowed your mind to become a prison. Instead of tapping into the power of your mind and harnessing its power and doing the work that is needed to not let the mind, just take over, you're coming into this realization right now that your lack of awareness, your lack of attention, your lack of care to your mental body, because you've been so focused on the physical, tangible, everyday life stuff, has created this mental prison that is now reflected in your physical reality. Like, you're realizing like your physical reality doesn't actually match what you thought you were putting your energy and attention into. It's because you were not doing the work to discipline your mind. Okay, and so this card here of discipline showing up, and the Six of Pentacles showing up as the union energy, is saying like, now is a time for you to get real serious about the give and take that happens within you. Okay, Uranus is showing up as the Four of Wands, which is saying like, you're being shown your inner stability, and where your inner stability may or may not be as stable as you like it to be, because of the mental prisons in your mind that you have allowed to run amok, run unchecked, and just kind of run helter-skelter and do whatever the fuck they want. And now you're at this point where it's like, I've got some untangling to do. Like, I've let these thoughts and these doubts and this disbelief and this lack of confidence in myself, and not having healthy habits and routines and disciplines, like, I have created this situation in my life where instead of, this is a card of inner, instead of being out, really appreciating and thriving in my everyday life, really aligned with my sovereignty, really living my truth, enjoying my home, enjoying my relationships, like, it's all a fucking illusion. Like, you're realizing like you have created such a perfect web of lies, okay, for yourself, Aquarius, that it has created this deep inner conflict within yourself. You don't feel like life is balanced. You don't feel like things are working out for you, because your mind is here. Your mind is surrounded by all these thoughts that you have left unchecked. So how do you shift out of this energy? Let's get a clarifier. Oh, look, right there on the top of the deck. Prince of Cups, okay? It's time to return to self-love. Aquarians, you have, all air signs, but especially Aquarians. And we are right now in this shift of this Aquarian timeline. We're going to be in this like heavy Aquarian energy of cellular transformation for the next 20 years because of Pluto being in Aquarius. And Aquarians, you have this mind that is meant, okay, like if you were born with an Aquarius sun or with Aquarius heavy placements such as Aquarius North Node, Aquarius Venus, Aquarius Moon, okay, your mission, your sacred mission in this timeline, in this human body, in this experience, is to use the power of your mind to bring the people together. Okay, that is the overall soul mission of these Aquarian heavy placements. Why? Because Aquarius is the mind of we. Okay, Aquarius rules technology. Aquarius rules telecommunication. Aquarius rules telepathy. Aquarius is the last air element, and so it encompasses everyone and everything. Okay, so this is something I've been noticing in the Aquarians that are in my life, and both personally and with clients, of like Aquarians are like going through these, like, especially these last few months, they got hit very heavy with this like reality check of like, hey, your mind is so incredibly powerful, but how in control of your mind are you? Your mind is a tool. Okay, and you have ideas that do not fit in today's world because you are meant to bring these ideas online. You are different, Aquarius. People will misunderstand you, most people rather. And the people who don't understand you but love you anyway, keep them close, because every single one of us needs allies. Okay, so this Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus transit is asking you to get really disciplined about your mind so that you can stabilize your inner foundation. And as you stabilize your inner foundation, that is how you're going to stabilize your external foundation. That is how you're going to be able to show up and be of service in community. What is your inner foundation? What are the 4 pillars? Your mental body, which is really highlighted. Your emotional body, which I feel, is I don't know. I just get the sense like emotionally you're mostly balanced. Your physical body, which is really like not in a good place because we have the Four of Wands here, which talks about foundations, and the physical body is the foundation, okay? And then your spiritual body, those are the four pillars: your mind, your heart, your body, and your spirit. So the Six of Pentacles in the center is saying like you need to bring a lot more balance into your everyday life of how you are nurturing and taking care of your mind, your heart, your body, and your spirit. Like, yes, you are meant to be of service, okay? Aquarians tend to become humanitarians. They work a lot in service. They work in leadership positions. They work in I tend to find Aquarians heavy in positions, in work positions where they are of service to the community. But you are not a fucking service to anybody if you are not operating at 100%. If you are presenting an illusion of being okay, guess what? That illusion is going to crumble. And when that illusion crumbles, you're going to lose your credibility. No matter how much good you have done, you are going to lose your credibility. And we have seen this time and time again in the story of mankind when, you know, someone in power has a mishap within their personal life. Like it affects, like people start to question if anything they put out had any truth in it. And we don't want that for you, Aquarius, okay? We don't want all of your beauty and magic to just be poo-pooed and laughed at because you didn't take the time to cultivate discipline in your everyday life. You need to start looking at your mental patterns. This is the biggest work that you have to do right now during this Jupiter and Uranus, Jupiter and Uranus and Taurus transit. You need to look at your relationship with your body, your relationship with your food, your relationship with water, your relationship with your spirituality, your relationship with your mental prowess, okay? Energy, where energy goes, attention grows. So if you have a sour, pissant attitude, guess what? You're going to stay festering in that. You're going to be in this cycle of, oh, everything's hard. I can't seem to get anything done. I'm just doing the same fucking thing over and over again. I'm just like floundering around. Honey, you already know what you're here to be. And if you don't, that's okay. Focus on disciplining your mind, because your mind is your superpower. Like, I'm getting this message so strong from my guides right now to tell you, Aquarius, your mind is sacred. Your mind is powerful. Your mind is the gift that this world needs. You have ideas. You have dreams. You have knowledge that this world has never, ever seen. And so that's why you feel so depressed and out of place, and like you're surrounded by all these people. Like, Aquarians are like, I wouldn't say they're party animals, but they're very sociable creatures. Okay, you're surrounded by all these people and you still don't feel like you belong, because you are not meant to fit in. You are meant to lead. You are meant to be a pioneer. You are a visionary. You are a now earth leader. And you are being asked to look at the power of your mind and how it is not actually supporting your inner stability, even though there's the illusion, right? Four is giving you the illusion of, I've got my house, I've got my community, I've got my daily flow, I'm like putting energy and time into this and that. But in your soul, like when you sit down at the end of the day and you're alone, and you're about to like fall asleep, you're like, my life doesn't make any fucking sense. It's because you are not connected to your higher power. And so you are being asked to cultivate a lot more balance in your everyday life, starting with your mind. How do you use your words? How do you use your energy? If you are not excited for the day ahead, if you don't wake up, and I'm not saying like you have to wake up 7 days a week with a fucking smile on your face, we're like, oh my God, life is so good. But for the most part, wake up happy. Wake up joyful. Choose joy. Choose gratitude. If you wake up and you're in an off place, make a gratitude list. Say thank you to your mind. Ask your mind to become your friend, because Aquarians, you are the thought leaders of the now world. I cannot say this enough, okay? This is God speaking to you directly and saying, Aquarius, you are the thought leaders of the world. You are meant to bring profound change into your homes, into your communities, into this world. But it starts with you. You have to take care of your physical body first. This is not the timeline of martyrdom. This is not the timeline of sacrificing self for others. Those are old, toxic, patriarchal timelines that have collapsed. They do not exist. That paradigm does not exist. That's why you cannot and will not fit into any of the modern constructs, no matter how much time and energy you put into it. Even if in the right now you're like, well, this is what it is, so I'm working towards it. Look bigger. Look bigger. Look deeper. Connect with God. Ask God. Sit under a tree and ask the mother to show you what is your fucking purpose. And it starts with getting control of the powerhouse of your mind, by being more balanced in your life, by taking care of your body, by really stabilizing your body, making sure your nutrition's on point, making sure your meditation is consistent, making sure you're drinking enough water, making sure you're cutting down, if not completely cutting out, excessive caffeine and sugar consumption and processed foods. Like, you need to be eating natural foods. You need to be, eating as much healthy, non-processed, minimal ingredient foods so that you can declutter your mind, because it has become a prison. But you're at 9, okay? So it's time to shift from that 9 of swords, okay? And reclaim your power, okay? Reclaim your power and cultivate discipline of your mind. Okay, you find yourself in a negative thought loop, you find yourself in a depression spiral, you find yourself in I don't know how this is going to happen. Sit down with a gratitude list. Go sit under a tree. Call a friend. Go to your counseling session. Reach out to your men's group or your women's group. Okay, it's time to be the leader that you are, Aquarius, and take control of your mind. This is on you, honey. This is on you. Okay? So that is the message that I have for Aquarius. And with that, I conclude the reading for the air signs today. Thank you so much for joining me. It is always such a pleasure to connect with your energies. If these messages resonate with you, please hit that like and follow and subscribe button. It greatly helps support my channel and helps my content reach more beautiful beings such as yourself. And I'm sending you love and blessings for a nourishing and empowering Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus transit. And if you would like to be connected with me and check out what I have to offer, I have an online alchemy market full of self-paced downloadable guides to empower and nourish your soul in this being human experience, as well as books, energy healing video series, environmentally friendly t-shirts, a whole bunch of other goodies, mentorship sessions, one-on-one sessions that I open twice a year. And you can find all of my details in the description box below. All right, until we meet again, I send you love. Take care of your beautiful selves. Bless and bye for now.